But their opponent today has a spot in the top 25. The Horned Frogs will get us started with the opening kickoff. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Houston's offense will get first crack at it today. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, in this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The play-action fake. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling here out to the 35.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his big tight end. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
And the Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the run, it's Connors. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Wegman. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
On these critical 4th downs, as a quarterback, you've got to find your best matchup, and they didn't just get the 1st down. He had his guy one-on-one. He took a shot, and it pays off for a huge score.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 84 yards. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense will go to work for the first time today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the grab, and he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
They go to the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes the handoff. It's Barnes. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And the Horned Frogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Hoover. It's complete to the right. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The Horned Frogs are marching down the field. They're going back to the ground. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. On the play. 2nd down coming up. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Off play action. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
5 yards away from another 3rd down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
And the Horned Frogs will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys. Those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words you describe defensive linemen with.
Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab down the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And you really want to pay this drive off. This is a nice drive by this offense. Got to keep it going. Got to keep the foot on the gas. Obviously, trailing with a chance to tie this football game going into the half.
A 3rd down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's McAllister. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, TCU!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And they tacked on the extra point. So the 16-play drive, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Big fella showing some ability. Got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Wegman. With the catch, it's Connors. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Man, these running backs are used to being split out in high school as a wide receiver, playing 7-on-7 as middle school and high school. They're just, you could tell how comfortable he was being a wide receiver near the sidelines. Didn't get nervous at all.
The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive, and he should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. A little screen to the running back. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Back to throw, it's Wegman. Quickly to the tight end. A pickup of 5, marching at the 36-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Connors. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Broussard. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Pressure coming. That's caught. It's Johnson. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Grab near the sticks. It's Broussard. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Number 92 on the field.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, That'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
To throw, it's Hoover. Gets it out quickly. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He's got him. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively. You've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Got a little space. Pass the sticks, and he may get more.
You know, you got to pick your spots when you're running your quarterback because you don't want him to take too many hits. You don't want him to risk injury. But when you see a run like that right there and he gets you the 1st down, man, it makes you want to just dial it up again.
The Horned Frogs are on the move. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He tries to take the top off. Snags it inside the 20. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quickly complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to pass, it's Hoover. Gets rid of it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Keeps it on the bootleg. He caught it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to barge in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, TCU!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. An 84-yard drive there, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Looking left. Hauls it in. Hauled down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the air, it's Wegman. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And listen, that can be the trouble sometimes with running these out routes. You just run out of space, and it wasn't by much, but you can't miss inside. Obviously, that would be a big mistake for the QB. Throws it outside, just runs out of space by a little bit.
So now it's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. Caught over the middle. It's Connors. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Connors. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Finds his tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. It's a running route. Touchdown, Houston. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
How about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Finding open areas. There he goes. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
I'd say, well, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long, but in a big spot in the fourth quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the first down.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. He'll keep it himself. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Kick is in the air. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. Rides to back and leaves it. To the 10. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
The Horned Frogs trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Under fire. Makes the grab. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David. Every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And who knows, maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.